I'm Amy. Let me introduce you to Querri. It is an AI data analytics tool that lets you clean, visualize, and analyze your data within minutes. You upload your data, you can join, clean, pivot, create charts and graphs, all the way to a shareable dashboard so your teams can make better decisions. So let's get started. We start with data, obviously. There's 3 different ways to get started, but if you're using real data, there's 2 ways. You upload your data, or you connect your data to sources such as QuickBooks, HubSpot, Google Drive. We have database connectors like MySQL, BigQuery. Down here is for a demo. If you don't want to upload your own data set, you can ask Querri for a demo, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to go use real data sets. One of the things that can be quite challenging is getting insights from data that is spread across multiple platforms. So in this case, we're going to take 3 data sets. We're going to take a time tracking data set, a RevOps data set, and a QuickBooks data set. And we're going to load that into Querri. Because as we know, oftentimes the answers we're looking for are not to be found in just one data set. And joining can be pretty time consuming. So we're going to upload all 3 of those data sets and then create a project. Okay, all 3 of our data sets have loaded. I'm going to select them all and I'm going to click Create Project. Okay, as you can see, Querri now loaded all 3 data sets. And before doing anything, Querri already gives insights. It gives you an overview over the data sets and it's kind of like a high-level summary of the different aspects of your data. Gives you some quality consideration. I've earlier loaded a very messy data set and it gave me all kinds of this is wrong and that's wrong, and you can go ahead and clean it. And then it gives a bunch of suggestions on what you can do next. And I'm going to just pick Analyze Sales Pipeline Value and Conversion. So you can see how Querri gave me a whole bunch of insights from my data. Give me some overview, but it's just looking at my RevOps data. And I really wanted to look at all of the data sets that I provided because I know they give me a holistic view of my company. It's our finance, it's our time tracking data, and our operational data. So I'm going to just ask it to join it and give me some visualizations so I get an overview. Okay, so as you can see, it went ahead and did a whole bunch of things. It went ahead and joined those 3 data sets. And if you want to look a little closer what it was doing here, the reasoning, you can actually read it over here, focusing on these data sets. And this little sign here is the joining sign. Another way you can tell if it's joined your data sets or not, you see the little 3 dots on top here. You can click that and do the data flow version. And here you can see how Querri has used your data. So you can see how it's using multiple data sets to create your visualizations. It's using this to create those. It's creating these. So if you go to this one here, you can see how it's connected all of these data sets right here. And it's using that joined data to give us those charts and graphs. I'm going to go back to my chat flow. And it has provided me now with a whole bunch of visualizations. That's kind of helped me know my top 10 customers, top 10 projects, projects by profit margin, which is very helpful, right? And these would all mean something to the person working with this data. And here's an interesting little hidden feature. If you click on this, it's going to take a second to load, but it actually gives you the step details if you want to check the logic behind how it gets to these charts and graphs, and how it prepared the data, which algorithm it used, and so forth. And this is really important because, yes, this is a very powerful data analytics tool, but it's not a black box. And you can check the work and you can get, you can see what's going on. So it's giving me all kinds of insights, giving me top revenue earners, average revenue, and it lets me have a whole bunch of more follow-up questions. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go and keep going, but you can imagine how you can really dig deep into all kinds of questions you might have as a business owner. I want to show you next how, if you want to share your insights with your team, there's multiple ways you can do this. If this is a project you will run every month or every week, and it's always, the same types of data, you can actually automate this entire process, and you can set a schedule, and you can automate it so it will always pull in the newest data and rerun all your prompts that you did, join them, clean them, and give you the insights. So that's really cool. You could share it with someone if you wanted that whole project. But let's say you want to build a dashboard. You want to put the most important visualizations onto a dashboard so that you can share with your team or some decision makers. There's two ways to go about this. You can either pick exactly what you want on there. So I'm going to take weekly revenue. Let's open that up. User interactive. I'm like, yep, I want that on my dashboard. So I'm going to say add to dashboard, and I want a new dashboard, and it's the RevOps dashboard add. You can rename it later. I want this one. Add to dashboard, and I absolutely want my top 10 customers. Oops, not that one. Here, RevOps. Add this one. And so forth. So you add the data sets that you want to your dashboard. And then you go down here to dashboards, and you can see RevOps Opportunity Analysis Dashboard right there. You can click on that, and it'll be an empty project. And then you can drag and drop it in. So I'm going to show you, for example, you can, this is my company weekly report. Something along those lines. And you can make it however you want to. You get the point. And then you just literally drag and drop. No, I don't want that there. You can drag and drop your charts and graphs into here and organize it in such a way that you like it and it tells the story. And if you're happy with your dashboard, for sake of brevity, I'm just going to keep it short. If you're done, you can say done editing, and then again, you can automate it, or you can share it with some decision makers. And I want to show you something else. This is a really fun way to build a dashboard. We're going to go back to our original project that we were working at, and with all our visualizations. And let's say you're in a time squeeze. You've gotten a whole bunch of graphs and graphs and charts and answers that you wanted, and you can literally just go here and say, can you build me a dashboard? And there we can see it created a bash dashboard for me. So a little confetti, it's my favorite. And then you can click on here, and it will have automatically populated a whole bunch of things here from our project into a dashboard. Look at that. Literally one prompt, I have a dashboard. And you can still go ahead and edit it and write text with this rich text editor, add it some context and so forth here. But that's a pretty incredible way to go from raw data, multiple data sets, joined, asked questions, analyzed it, visualized it, created a dashboard within minutes. And I can now share that. I can either automate it, share it, and go from there. So I'm looking forward to hearing how you will use this AI tool to get quick insights, and talk to you soon.